Welcome back to Crafters TV. We just had a few little gremlins throw us off the system just then. Thank you to those of you that joined me over on my Facebook page. But we are back, and before I left you, before the gremlins rudely stopped the show, we were just having a quick look at issue 3 of our Crafters Inspiration magazine. I showed you through the magazine itself, and I was just about to show you the freebies that you get, so I'll quickly do that. Enchanted Dreams Decorative Border Trio, beautiful decorative border dies, exclusive to the magazines again. So once again, if you have already got the Enchanted Dreams the Enchanted Dreams collection, you won't have this die within that set. Also included, you're going to get a lovely set of stamps in here. I'd say this one's got a bit more of like an Eastery sort of springtime feel. So you get your gorgeous little birdhouse, load of beautiful sentiments, and a lovely selection of little birdies and foliage. Then you're going to get your stencil in there, and that one's really cute for the fact that if you obviously stencil here and then turn, stencil here and keep turning around, you can create a lovely background, a little bit like our rotation stamps, that stencil, but that's gorgeous. And then also on top of that, you're also going to get your topper sheet. So this one, as I say, all about springtime, Easter time, with the little bunnies and the little ducks and the flowers, super, super cute. So you've got those that you can pop out of your cardstock, and then you're going to receive all of your papers. These, again, absolutely beautiful, featuring your farmyard creatures. There's bunnies and ducks, and there's the florals in here as well. Beautiful foliage. Love these sort of background papers as well, with that sort of ink splattered onto there. Really, really effective. And then, as I say, a lovely, lovely collection of colours. You've got your gingham there as well to finish that one off. So that one is available individually, issue number 3. But it's discounted for the first time at £9.35 or $14.36. So whichever way you're going today, you can pick up issue 4 if you've already got the others. If you haven't got all of the others, you can pick all of those up as well, along with issue 4. In fact, I'm just trying to think, really, 10, 9, 19. I mean, I think for around about £30, if you're platinum, you can pick up all of the magazines today. And when you talk about, Terry was talking about, for $25, you can only get one magazine with nothing inside it as far as freebies are concerned. That is phenomenal. Let me also show you our Explorer kit. So this features loads of our... Why do you want to do it, George? Oh, did it on the overhead. Look at this. I'm feeling like a proper pro, like one of you guys. Because this is you. This is where you do all your showing. Yeah. So as we can see on the overhead, this is your Explorer kit, where we give you the opportunity to just sort of dip your toe in the water when it comes to a particular craft. This is all about your watercolouring, so your aqua pens. This is your essentials collection. If I just quickly show you, you're going to get 12 of your aqua pens in here to do all of those different watercolouring techniques in. Those are your selection of colours right there. And the great thing about these, of course, is the fact that you've got your fine nib, should you want to use these, you know, as per a normal marker, as it were, but then you've also got that brush nib as well. These are perfect for doing all those watercolour techniques, whether you want to like pop it onto your watercolour card and draw it out with your paintbrush, or indeed, like you see a lot of our guys do, just whack it down onto your glass mat and create your own palettes and create your own mixes with those. So you'll get 12 of those included. You're also going to get your clear overlay sparkle pens, as you saw Michelle using those a little bit earlier on. Those are fantastic just for adding that layer of glitter and sparkle to a whole host of different mediums. And again, water-based, of course. And you'll receive your waterproof dye, so your Noir Black. So that works perfectly with that. Those work perfectly with that as well. And then on top of that, you need some cardstock, which is going to play nicely. And you've got your watercolour cards. So that plays nicely with all of that. 15 sheets of your 300 GSM watercolour cardstock. That is £29.59 or $39.99 if you're shopping with us in the US and you are a platinum member. Next up, let's have a look at the 3D scenes, which we launched yesterday. And they are still proving very, very popular indeed. These are just brilliant. And again, well, we'll see. Have you got finished samples over there? You haven't you?
I do have some
We'll have a look in just a second, because it's nice to see them on the board so you see exactly what you're going to get. But these really come to life when you see the finished projects. It's a whole host of stamps and dies to be able to build up the most beautiful scenes. 137 elements in total at £68.79 or £83.96 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. Basically, you can create this beautiful scene with the simple pleasures of this little girl on her swing here. You've got the archway, which you can pop in there. You've got the little gateway and that gorgeous old style lantern. And you get these little tags here, which allow you to kind of build up the scene. When Debbie was demonstrating with these yesterday, she was cutting those out of acetate to create some really, really beautiful scenes. That one plays very nicely with your butterfly borders. Again, loads of dies included in here to be able to create a beautiful archway and a trellis. You can decorate it with all of the florals and the butterflies. Pretty much, apart from your pattern stamps here, you've got a die to be able to cut out all of the other elements there to build those scenes up. Then you've got your birthday. That's called Celebrate Your Day. It's all about the balloon arches, the presents and the cake. Those balloons, they're stunning. Debbie again made a double Z fold yesterday where she created these acetate layers so it looked like the balloons were sort of floating in midair. Very, very clever thing that you can achieve with this collection. And this one, lots of people's favourite, the Woodland Beauty. As I said yesterday and earlier on today, this is the one that really shows off that 3D effect, because you've got the background, foreground and midground of those trees showing you how you can build these scenes up to create amazing cards all year round. £68.79, $83.96 is the price there. And let's just say welcome back to a few people who have just joined us. Desire saying, I love the magazines. Yeah, those are available, of course, right throughout the show. Anne on Facebook saying, stupid gremlins. Maybe it's the gnomes. Well, we have got gnomes coming up for you later on. Could be the gnomes. Don't think it is the gnomes. Probably gremlins. And Gilmore on YouTube says, who tripped over the cable and unplugged us? George of the joystick. It was George. Let's have a look though at the 3D scene builder cards. I mean, these just create the most amazing projects, don't they?
They really do. You can go absolutely huge with these, or you can sort of dial it right back. But I mean, why would you? You'd absolutely, something like this, you're absolutely going to go to town with. So the idea is you've got this beautiful scene and it's going to come through this, so you've got a balloon arch on this one and you're going to have the layers, and that is the absolute idea of these. But then you can be using them in a different way, so you've still got those layers there on this card, but slightly different. And again, you've got those lovely layers. You're looking through, so you're looking through the gate, the lovely little girl on a swing.
Yeah.
And the...
Open the gate.
There you go. So it does open up. So you've got the ability to, like I just said, look at this. Absolutely. Is this... did Debbie do something similar to this one?
She didn't do that yesterday,
this is Sandy's. Sorry, Sandy. So yeah, so again, so if I tip it up, you've got those multi-layers in there. I love this one. This is just summer in a card, isn't it? So you've, yeah, the ability to create all those layers going back and back. It's just fabulous. Very much like our pop-up box cards.
Yeah.
You've got those
yeah.
layers going
It's almost
back.
like the combo, isn't it? Because a lot of the cards which we've seen obviously on the Z Fold,
Yeah.
but you've almost got the combo of the Z Fold and then the pop-up boxes
Yes.
with the different
Yeah.
slats and layers on it.
Yeah, that's it, definitely.
We're going to have a look at these. Have you got a demo lined up for these?
I've got a demo lined up.
Beautiful.
I have. I've got a demo lined up, not limed up.
Not lined, no.
So I'm going to use the butterfly borders. This is just adorable. You've got that little girl in there, but so what, you've got instructions as well. So, you know, it's not hard, but you've got those instructions there. Just, you know, if you're a beginner or you're gifting it to someone who's not done these before, you do. And then you've got all those on here for lots and lots of inspiration. So you've got all those dies, and you can see on this one, it's like the garden trellis. It's like a trellis, isn't it?
What, the bottom thing?
Yeah, this trellis. Yeah.
Trellis. A trellis arch.
Yes, trellis arch. So you've got all those dies that cut out all these stamps. So you, even down to the little flowers,
yeah.
You do have the dies on there that cut them out as well. So this is, let me just get that off. This is what's going to give you the ability to create those multi-levels. So that's almost like a worker die, that one. So we definitely need that one off. And oh, it's always so hard the first time you have to take these off.
They're stuck down well, aren't they?
Yeah. So we've got that. So depending on how many layers you want in, use 2, 3 or 4 of those. Again, depending on how big you're going with your project. So I'm just pulling all these ones off that I want to cut out in my craft card. So that obviously those are your stamps, that beautiful little girl, you've got the grass, and even to these. So, I mean, you can see that the die has got that embossing detail on anyway, but then you've got the stamp with that wood effect on as well, which is just fabulous. So I'm just going to bring this in. I'm just going to cut all these out.
Lynn says, I can see Michelle is still using the pots I sent her.
Absolutely. I've got some at home that I use at home, and this one stays in. I think we all use that.
Oh. Why did Lynn send you pots?
I think someone else spilt some water. It wasn't me.
Oh. No, because we found out earlier that you don't spill stuff.
That's like the best gift I think I've ever had. It's just, I'm not scared of water near my projects anymore.
Is it a non-spill pot?
It is, yeah.
Well, so if I come and knock that over, it's not going to...
Apparently. Don't do it near me. Don't do it near me, though. I might just cry.
Oh, we wouldn't want that. No, we've had enough mess made in this studio already this week, so...
Yes, I know. So that is that, you can see that beautiful embossed detail on there. So that's one of those. And I've got, so one of those. This is the, and again, so you've got all these little squares that are popping out here. You can absolutely keep those and save that. So save those for your shaker dies.
Yeah.
Let me just tap that out. And this. So this is what these are going to go on. So you're going to, it's going to fold that way and that way. Very, exactly the same premise as our pop-up boxes that we had. And then this is going to go on the front. So you're going to layer that back. So let's just put those there for now. So I have, just need to, in fact, I've got my little mini here, because I want to run this one through again, and it just seems such a waste to put all these little ones on my big plate. So let me just cut that there.
Such a simple, clever way to be able to create 3D cards, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it is, definitely. So I'm just going to run these through my mini, because I'm going to cut out some flowers now. And they're so small that I'm just absolutely not going to run my plates through my big machine. So, oh, I'm all thumbs. Is that what you say? Or is it all fingers and thumbs?
All fingers and thumbs.
So there's lots and lots of little flower ones, and I'm just going to pop a few of these out. And I've just got some of my different coloured texture cardstocks, and I'm just going to run, and you can see, so just placing those 3 on there, there's just no need for me to be running that through my big Gemini, not when I've got this here. In fact, at home, it's the MIDI that I've got sat on my desk.
Yes,
and
me too.
Yeah, for all my little sentiments, little things like this, I just use my MIDI.
Yeah. Super quick. Well, I don't have a desk though. I just have all my craft stuff piled up in the spare room, and then end up like crafting on the floor or something. I'm in the spare room quite a lot in the minute, actually.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's not because I've got a bit of man flu. I was explaining on my little feed we did a minute ago, but I'm coughing a lot at night. You know, when you lie down, you just can't stop coughing. So Mrs. M chucked me out the last 2 nights. It's not nice when you're not feeling well to be tucked out. It's a single bed in the spare room.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's not particularly comfortable either. Mac, the dog, does not keep me company because he lives in the kitchen. No, you wouldn't want him he huffs and puffs a lot in the night. He's up and down and yeah. Erin's just said, oh, you're 2 peas in a pod. All right. Sassy pants in there. Dear, oh dear. Rachel's just gone, you're in the spare room, possibly because you couldn't remember all the details of your wedding and Laura's put you in the doghouse. Maybe
Did you forget the details?
No, what it was, Corinne was talking about her wedding and she was basically saying like about all these different things and talking, like she knew in detail what she had in her wedding bouquet.
Right.
And I was saying like, well, I have no like recollection of anything like that. I couldn't remember what was in Laura's bouquet, and then she could remember what she had to eat, and I was like, I have no clue of what we had to eat. And then I made the mistake of messaging Laura during the show, and she was like, oh, I can't believe you can't remember. My wedding bouquet was, I can't remember what it was now. She's told me like literally 2 days ago, X, Y, Z, and for the dinner we had this, this, and this. Oh, and I can't believe you didn't remember the cake because her sister Sophie made it, and her gran made all of the had like icing flowers on it and like ivy, and I just didn't remember any of it.
Dear.
So I think it is just us guys, George. Actually, it's a guy thing. But I literally don't remember. I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone 16 years ago. So there you go. That's my excuse.
Right. So I've got lots of my elements cut out, and we're gonna pop these all together now. So I've already got my little girl coloured in and cut out. And I've also got a couple of butterflies coloured in and cut out. I've got my trellis archers, I've got a little bit of trellis. I've got all sorts of little bits here, so I'm going to bring in this card. So just going to pop those up there for now.
Love my manual. Gemini Gem says knee. Catherine saying, I love my mini Gemini die cutting machine. Very small and easy to use.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? If you have got a manual machine, you want to upgrade to, well, I say upgrade. If you want to have the benefits of having an electronic machine, we do have the deals live on the website right now for the Gemini Juniors. It's Gemini season, don't you know, where you can get yourself a Gemini Junior with around about £100 or $100 worth of free accessories just by picking up that deal. Last chance saloon in the UK to pick up the original Gemini with those extras. That deal ends tomorrow, as does the deal on the mystery bags, where you can get over £100, $100 worth of soft paper craft goodies, soft craft goodies, and paper craft goodies as well. Those 2 mystery bags will disappear. End of play tomorrow. They'll be gone. Miriam says, Ben, were you there at your own wedding? I was there, but come on, like, okay, everybody. All right, everyone. What did you have for your wedding meal? Anyone who's married out there, if you're all so clever, what was your wedding meal and what was your wedding bouquet? And you've got to be honest. You can't just make it up. Be honest and tell me on the socials if you can remember. Like producer Erin saying, "Nap, she can't remember." That was only 5 years ago. I got married 16 years ago. Lynn says, Ben, I totally understand how you feel. I'm just getting over similar symptoms and now have that lingering cough that keeps me awake at night. That's me and you both, Lynn. Thank you for the sympathy. Thank you. And Gwen says, Ben, get you a humidifier when you go to sleep. That will help. I've got one of those in the garage, a humidifier. I'll get it out, Gwen. Thank you. I'll try that tonight. Me and the humidifier in the spare room. How romantic. So you just made like a Z fold there then, yeah?
I have. So all I've done is a Z fold. I've just got a nice slim piece on the bottom, and I've cut lots of these out, and I'm going to put these across. So I could either have cut this out in craft card and use that stamp that I showed you with the wood effect on, or I can use these, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put these all the way across.
Terry just said her husband can't remember any details about the wedding day, but ask him about any game of football and he'll basically tell you in a play-by-play. That's blokes again there, isn't it, generally, I think. Sweeping generalisation there.
I remember mine.
Yeah.
But we just had a small wedding, so I think it's easier to remember when it's just a nice...
What was in your wedding bouquet?
White roses.
What did you have for the wedding meal though?
We didn't have a meal, so we came...
Easy to remember then?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it was just quite small.
Yeah.
So it was just back at our house, so we went to the registry office, we got married there, came back to ours, and it was just a buffet. Oh. But I do have a fabulous picture of us at home. So me and Ben are cutting the cake, and I'm not cutting the cake so much as I'm pretending to... I'm holding the knife up to Ben.
Oh, wow.
So obviously, you know, not really.
No.
But, you know, it was a good photo. So you can see that I've got my front piece on and you're going to be looking through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these two pieces in, and if I just hold that up for you, these are going to go in here.
Oh, got you. So that's like the effect of the pop-up boxes,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. So I'm going to cut this down because I have made my card a little bit smaller. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to measure these and cut it down.
Terry says, we had a whole hog roast gifted to us with potato salad, baked beans, rolls, and for the cake we had strawberry, chocolate and white cake. That sounds nice. So, oh, there's oohs and ahs in the gallery. My bouquet was white roses. Miriam says, we had a lovely buffet of meats, cheeses, veggies, shrimp and grits.
Oh.
What's grits again? Fine grains. Oh, like couscous. Smaller than couscous. Wine and beer. My flowers were calla lilies, white roses, and pink and white hydrangeas. Alexia says, wedding nearly 25 years ago. Flowers, stargazer, lily theme, fairy tale, and meal Greek. I love Greek food. Kathy Lear says, 42 years ago, I had, you put me all to shame here. Pink roses, white daisies, baby's breath, and lavender carnations.
Wow.
How do you even remember this stuff? Panda Crafts, wedding bouquet, calla lilies. We had a hot buffet with chili steak pie, rice and jacket potatoes. Getting hungry.
So I had a fight with that, but I did get it in.
Yeah.
So that is one, and then this one we're going to put on the back. Sorry, I do keep putting my head in. It's one of them that you have to get sort of over to
exactly.
Get in the right place. So I'm going to turn that upside down so I can see what I'm doing, and I can place it off-centred if I actually like that. I think I'm going to place it off-centred. So because it's my trellis, I'm just going to dot it up that bit. I do remember, though, on our wedding day, my husband was so anxious that he had a drink at the hotel bar with his stepmom. Well, I'm saying stepmom, it's his mum.
Yeah.
And dad. He literally had one drink and it went to his head so much that I don't think he remembers the rest of the day.
He behaved though, did he?
He did behave.
Oh, good. Good.
He did. He can't remember because, you know, by the end of the night, he can't remember a thing. But it was a good night.
How many years ago was that?
So we've been married 15 years, nearly 16 years in August.
Oh, so you got married with 16 years in September?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange.
I know. What date in August?
11th.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was pregnant with Oliver.
Oh, okay.
So we literally had like, you know, a Londoner shotgun wedding. I was like out here.
Yeah.
I was 2 weeks due. So we got married on the 11th of August. I had Oliver on the 29th. We was planning it all, but I mean, I wanted to be married before I had Oliver.
Yes.
So, which is why I was out. I was huge. Like it looked like I had about 5 in there, and there was just 1 in there. Right, so my little girl, she is going to go on that middle one. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape at the bottom.
I love how this has come together so quickly as well. Like it looks like it's a lot of fun to put these together.
It is. It's just one of them things that you're turning around constantly to try and see and get your right angles and stuff. But I'm happy with that. So my little trellis, so this is what all my little flowers are for. So we're just going to pop those on.
And you get dies for all of these stamps, don't you?
You do get dies for all of these. There's so much elements in here. They're all just so lovely. It's, really go to town with these. Let me just...
Gwen's been in touch, our resident riddler. Have you been on the show yet when Gwen sets a riddle?
Yes, I have.
She's back tonight. Says, Benny boy. I like that. Benny boy. Hello. Gwen says, it's riddle time. Another maths riddle to unfog your head. Are you all ready? We are ready, the riddler. George has just gone, oh, goodness me. Send it through, Gwen, and we'll have a go at that in a minute whilst we're crafting. Always love a riddle.
Yeah, she's sent through a few when I've been on, and I'm absolutely rubbish at them, I must admit.
You'll get it tonight. I've got a feeling. Terry says, I'm going to come to my husband's defence. It's the women of our wedding party that agonised over the details. All he had to do was show up. That's the same with me. I remember with ours, I suggested, like Laura invited me to make lots of suggestions, but then very quickly I realised that she was just being kind and none of my suggestions were going to stick, so I stopped suggesting. I did do a speech, yeah. And Gwen says, I got married in Hawaii and I had a huge, I don't know how to pronounce this, L-U-A-U.
Luau.
What's that?
Luau.
What's a luau?
Yeah.
Oh, Hawaiian dancers? Oh,
have you
that.
not seen Grease 2? They have a luau at the end of Grease 2.
Oh, no.
Big party. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know this about me already, but I've never seen Grease, so let's not talk about that.
What?
My bouquet was a ball. Oh dear, was a ball covered with greenbacks and pikaki flowers streaming down. Ended with a dunk in the ocean. The dunk is a cultural thing, apparently. That sounds amazing. Well, so you get married and then go and jump in the ocean. That sounds amazing.
That does sound amazing.
A lot of fun. Lot of fun. Love all these memories. Thank you for sending them through. Some really good chat tonight. Like it. Pammy says I'm terrible at riddles. Well, we'll see how terrible in a minute, won't we?
So I mean, you've got the potential to really build these scenes up. But there we go. There's my little girl just looking through that lovely trellis. And if I there you can see she's just on one of those thingamabobs in the middle.
Really cute. And again, hopefully seeing how easy it is to put these 3D scenes together. The full collection is there for you on the screen at $68.79 or $83.96. If you do want to go for them individually, you can do. They're also available for you on a multi-buy too. So 2 for £50, 2 for $60. So it's 2 for $40 if you're platinum, 2 for $48 if you're shopping in the US. However, if I quickly show you these, you can go for the full bundle, which the majority of you have done. £68.79 or $83.96. As I said, if you're going for two, I would recommend that you go for that one and that one together because they play very nicely indeed. But you know, you do you go for the ones that you love. You go for the full collection if you can, because you will get so much out of these and have so much fun building those scenes with all 137 elements. Don't forget, it's still £10 Tuesday, $10 Tuesday. You can pick up those deals on the web right now. Of course, not tomorrow because it will be Wednesday, so those will not be there. One I just want to quickly show you, which is in £10, $10 Tuesday. The Simon storage box, the Stash and Stack, yes, I got it right, Stash and Stack is available, which is amazing. You can pick that up for £10, $10 today. It will go back to its normal price tomorrow. There's also creator cards, the paper takers and more, but check that list. Search Tuesday on the website for all of the details. Let's quickly show you as well the dies that you can pick up today from this collection, the Timeless Border die set. Plenty of inspiration with these over the last few days. And again, the full collection is £30.68 or $38.20. $20. The Rose Garden. I mean, as I say, these are so beautiful, so delicate and detailed. Perfect for those edgeables. Perfect as well if you just want to cut the panel out and use as extra layers on your card, you can. But just some lovely, lovely designs. We'll quickly show you that Rose Garden. You've then got the beautiful flourishing foliage, which we saw a little bit earlier on. The butterflies in there, absolutely stunning. You've got dragonflies in there too to further expand your dancing dragonfly collection, which is still available on the web. Ditzy daisies. And then also in this set, that beautiful collection of wild flowers, really gorgeous. And again, the reason these are called timeless borders because you know you're going to be able to use these for years and years and years and years. You know, roses never going to go out of fashion, flowers never going to go out of fashion, butterflies and dragonflies. You can pick that collection up today for £30.68 or $38.20. Something else which has proved uber popular, and actually, if you're someone who's perhaps shopping on a bit of a budget, you don't. You know, maybe you set a budget each month and you're already over it and you think, oh, I can't buy anything else. You can stretch to this because for £11.98 or $16.68, you can get one of the most gorgeous stamp collections. Super usable. And you talk about those borders we had a few moments ago being timeless. This collection as well is timeless because it's all about for gorgeous flowers, from your blossoms to your roses to your poppies to your ranunculus. It's a lovely collection of 33 stamps. Beautiful sentiments included with each of the sets, and some of the demos that we've seen with these over the last few days have been amazing and just like warrant that price tag and more for these. So you've got your delicate blossoms first of all. Great, you know, if you just want to stamp these out and practice with them as far as your colouring is concerned, amazing. Whether you just want to stamp these out, create your own sort of watercolour background and just stamp these out over the top of that, amazing. We've seen loads of great demos as well with both Michelle and Debbie over the last, and Corinne over the last few days. Of where the guys have been using a masking technique to build up the beautiful flowers and to create like a really, really gorgeous card doing that. You've got your Divine Rose in there, the Proud Poppies. I mean, how gorgeous is that card? So like minimalistic in its approach, but just stamping onto the white cardstock with your beautiful stamps, and then stamping and cutting, and then adding that level of detail with the colour, just adding on a little sentiment, a few little gems on there as well. I mean, that card is absolutely off the chart gorgeous. And again, we saw Corinne creating this beautiful project with the poppies on Sunday. So plenty to look at. You've also got your ridiculous, radiant ranunculus. Almost. And again, how super simple is that card, but how striking. Just making your card base, adding on a few mats and layers, a few little gems, little sentiment, and just literally adding a bit of colour to those stamps. And this is another great example, as I say, that Nikki popped together of how you can simply just create a background, doing your watercolour techniques, stamping your image out, adding a bit of colour to that as well, adding on a little bit of detail, boom, you're done. Quick, effective cards though, and this one again is another favourite of mine. Again, just stamping, I think that's been done, hasn't it, by stamping it once and colouring it all in, and then just cutting into it with your nesting dies, and then just replacing them to create that invitage, one of the two. But it's a really, really clever concept, but done simply. £11.98 for that full collection, or $16.68. If you have not yet picked it up, get it today, because it's a collection that you'll use time and time again. And it will never go out of fashion, this, will it? Because flowers for all occasions, for all people, forever.
Yes, absolutely. And it's quite a modern design as well. It's a lot of people do the cascades, so the clean and simple. It's absolutely perfect for that. But then again, you know, you can be adding lots of mats and layers, pattern papers, and you can make them not clean and simple. So you can really go to town with them, or keep them nice, clean and simple, like they are really. But
yeah,
they're just stunning. They really are. So I just carried on then, going straight to
go
my
for
demo.
it.
Okay, fabulous. So I've got the delicate blossoms, and I've got my watercolour card again. And you can, as soon as you take them out, you can see it's a nice, clean and simple design. Happy birthday to you and enjoy your special day. Just lovely sentiments in there. And all we're going to do is we're just going to put a few of these on here. And then pick them up and I'm going to come in with this. So I've got my metallic pigment in gold. So we're just going to... And again, I think that's something else we forget to do. We tend to always stamp in black and then colour in.
Yeah.
I think we should... I say to people, you know, when you go pick up the thing that you normally always pick up, put it down, walk away and pick something different up. So I just need to re-ink them up. You find that when you're stamping onto watercolour card, because it's got that texture, you might need to go in a couple of times, but then that's where this comes in perfect.
Yes.
So, because you can obviously re-stamp again and again. So let me just, so I've just got some clear embossing powder.
Okay.
Let me just put that away before it blows away.
Oh yeah, you got a fan on over there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just as I was tipping it out, I thought, oh, fan, but no, we're safe. So now let me just put the lid on this. So now I'm just gonna get my heat going and emboss these.
Whilst you're embossing, and give you tonight's riddle. No, don't shout the answer to that yet. I think I know this. If you have 20, divide it by a half, and add 30, what do you get? It's more of a maths puzzle, isn't it, rather than a riddle. So you've got 20, divide by a half, add 30, what do you get? That's the riddle tonight from Gwen the Riddler, who also says, I love those poppies, they are gorgeous. I like these blossom stamps, so pretty. Yeah, it's a lovely collection. And again, when you're seeing another way of using them, like right now, I think that price is stunning for all of the different things that you could achieve. Go back and watch Colour Me Happy from Sunday, and go back and watch Debbie on the shows yesterday as well, because then you've got some Corin inspiration, you've got some Debbie Robinson inspiration, and you've got some Michelle inspiration to take home within that price tag as well, which I just think is absolutely brilliant. Pammy just saying these stamps are so pretty as well. They really, really are.
Right, so now they're dried. So now I've heat set those, I can now come in with my watercolours again, because I'm on watercolour card. So obviously enabling me to use a different colour, which I wouldn't normally be able to use as the edges. So again, so my colour, I've brought in the complementary. And I'm just going to put a pop of that, which one? Amber, down. So just I've always got my kitchen roll with me, just so I can always dab off my brush if I need to. And then we're just gonna, as always, just colour it in.
Beautiful. As I say, I love the way that we always use these pens by taking them to the glass mat and then using them, creating your own little watercolour palette, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely. And you can go straight in. You can lay the ink straight down on here and then, you know, bring it out with your water. So it's entirely, I mean, I do it this way because I enjoy doing it this way. I feel like I've got a little bit more control over the amount of colour that I'm picking up. But what you can do, so if I just show you, if I just take this straight here and just lay a bit of colour down, and then just bring in my damp brush, you can draw it out and you get more of a watercolour effect, if that makes sense. Just bringing it out, you get more, well, you get a totally different effect. I mean, that's more of a proper coloured in, but this is more of a, and you can bring more water in if you want to bring it out even more, but those are definitely the two different ways that you can do it. And again, so you're getting a totally different result both times.
Remind me, are you more of a watercolourist or are you more of a alcohol inks girl?
No, this is what I love to do.
Yeah.
I do love our colouring pens, all of them. I mean, I do have all of them. Not full sets of all of them, but you know, nearly. Not that I'm obsessed or anything, or addicted. But yeah, I like to do this. I just love the effect it gives you. So straight away there, you can see just the 2 different ways that you can do it, how different it looks.
Yeah.
So then all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to fussy cut this out. So I'm just going to leave a little white border around. You don't have to. This is again another personal preference. Trying to turn, always turn your card and not your scissors.
Yeah.
It does make it easier, but you just have to remember to turn your card and not use scissors.
I was going to ask you if it's harder to do left-handed, but then again, you wouldn't know, would you?
No, it is. Everything I do, I must admit, is harder, but I don't know.
Are you left-footed as well if you were to kick a football?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Because my daughter's right-handed, but she's left-footed. Always.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah. And like I know a guy, one of my friends back in Buckinghamshire, when we played cricket together, he bats left-handed, but then when he goes out on the golf course, he plays right-handed.
Oh, that's weird.
That's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really strange. Ambidextrous. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yes, I think so, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've just got a few that I've used a pink with, and then I've got my one that I've used that lovely amber with. But you can see with these ones, I did go to the card and then sort of spread it out with water, whereas this one I've gone straight on. So let's put this box together.
I love to watercolour, says Miriam Robinson. I used to be afraid to do it. Then the Academy of Colour teaches so much, and I loved lesson 2 on watercolour. Now I love it. The Academy of Colour is a great shout, by the way. If you've not yet picked that up and you are perhaps a little bit afraid of colouring or want to get started, that is a really good thing to go for, because you get all of the hardware, as it were, then you get access to all of those lessons with Leanne, which I guess are just invaluable, really, aren't they?
Well, the thing is, you know, watching Leanne do that, it's like watching a magician do its thing. Yeah. Because watching Leanne use that Colour Academy is just, although watching Leanne do anything, but especially with regards to colouring, she's really, really amazing.
Yeah, still available on the web. By the way, the riddle, I think we'll give our answers now. So Gwen says, if you have 20, divide it by a half and add 30, what do you get? My guess is the same as Erin's, which is the same as Rachel, Radical Rachel on the socials. We are saying, have you got an answer?
No.
No. 70. I think that's what we're saying, team, isn't it? Is that what you got, George? Yeah, oh, George is just going with the majority. He hasn't bothered to do it, didn't figure it out. 70, Gwen's what we're saying. I think the socials are saying 40 or 70, so we'll find out the answer in just a second.
So 20 divided by half?
By a half, yeah.
By a half.
So I think a lot of people will go 10, but if you divide 20 by a half, as I think, I might be wrong here, 20 divided by a half is 40, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
And then
I agree. I'll just 30, go with it.
30 add 40, 70, I think.
Ah, right, okay, I see.
Because I always think of when you have like you have a number and then divide by like a half, I always think of a pizza. That's how I work it out. So you divide it by a half, so you're halving again the 20. Say you had 20 slices and you half it, half the slices of pizza, you'd have 40. Pizza maths. Gwen has just given the answer and apparently said, George, quit being a pooper. Yeah, George. Stop being a pooper. It is 70. The answer is 70, yes. 20 divided by a half is 40. Add 30. And George, for goodness sake, can you stop being a pooper? Dear, oh dear. That's what we say about him, Michelle, isn't it? What a pooper that guy is. Gwen, we love you even more after that comment. That's amazing.
That's got to be the best thing. That's got to be
That's comment of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably comment for the year.
Yeah. George, you big old pooper.
So I've just put, so the one that's totally different, I've just put on a bit of a foam pad, and then I've just put those flat, and then this last one, I actually think it's going to go over there all by itself. I haven't done the base of the box for time because I want to try and get a final demo in, but so that is my box with those beautiful outline dies. I just love them. They're just gorgeous.
Doesn't it look great with that embossed Sigan powder on there as well? Absolutely lovely. £11.98. $16.68. I'll show you a few of these cards again actually, because I think these really do show off this set to its highest potential. As I said when we launched these, you know what, I love the cards that are all singing or dancing with the embellishments, with the ribbons and bows and adhesive gems, and you know, that are shiny and sparkly with gilding flakes, and you know, even like the big kind of 3D scene builder cards as well. I love them all, but these I love as well. These cards when they're a little bit more stripped back, a little bit more sort of like, yeah, the whites like to shine through, and it really does then bring to the fore your stamps that you've got in this collection as well. So many different ways to use them, as you've seen here as well, but you can go very, very simple and still create something which is really, really stunning. I think this is a collection that everybody should go for. If you've not yet jumped in and grabbed it, I urge you to go for it today. And as I said, even if you've sort of broken budget or you're near to budget, you're not going to be too far over with just £11.98 or £16.68. 33 stamps in total that you're going to get in that collection. It's probably the steal of the week is that one. Really, really lovely set. We've got about 20 minutes to go, and I know we're going to be doing some previews towards the end of the show. So what we're going to do is get the vote going. Well, we've got 2 votes to do, haven't we, of course? So we'll get the vote for the demo of the show going, and then once we've done that, towards the end of the show, we'll do demo of the day. So, Michelle, if you could line up, please, all of your projects, tell us a little bit about them, and number them up.
So, number 1 is this lovely milk carton from the magazine with that lovely elephant daisy. Number 2 is those builder scenes with that lovely little girl. I love these. Just beautiful. There you go, there you can see her. And then number 3, I've just quickly put my box base together, and I've just added a couple of those little thingamabobs.
You what?
Little thingamabobs. Like little, yeah, little flourishes.
Oh yeah, thingamabobs.
So, number 3.
Oh, a quick question from Connie Kuba's come in. It says, how do you attach ribbons to cards that will be mailed? My ribbons tend to fall off.
If I'm at home and I'm attaching ribbon, I normally use my hot glue gun to attach ribbon, or use your chunky glue, your 3D Collal glue. Obviously, you need to wait for that to dry, which is why I tend to use the hot glue, because it's instant and I'm impatient. But yeah, that's how I attach mine.
There we go. Any more questions, get them in. Thank you for that, Connie. Hopefully that has answered your question. Miriam says, I never get those riddles. I never got math and word problems either. Lol. I won't worry about it. It's only a bit of fun, isn't it? Only a bit of fun. Right, let us show the sentiment stamp and tag punch set. You guys are still loving this, and I can tell you the reason why, because it allows you to create your own bespoke tags in next to no time. I think a lot of people got confused with this when we first launched it, because you thought this was going to be like quite a technical device to use with dials and stuff that you needed to change to create the different widths of tag, which are here for you, but it's not. It's really, really simple to do. You're going to be able to create 1.5, 2 and 2.5 inch tags, as you're seeing there. And as I've said, once you get this home, this will be something which will stay on your craft desk, because how many cards do you make that you send with a present? How nice to be able to create a bespoke tag which matches the card that you're sending. That's what you've got the ability to do with this tag punch. Now, we're not just sending you away with the tag punch itself. We're going to give you 30 meters of your jute twine. So that allows you to be able to attach your tags to the card or the project or whatever it might be. But then if you're thinking, well, wouldn't it be nice if you gave us some sentiments to pop on the tags? Well, we think of everything, don't you know? Because we're going to give you some of the best sentiments. These are fun. These are really, really quirky. And I think you're going to love these. So the first one here is best gift ever. I should know. I bought it. Then you're going to get this one here, a special gift you never knew you wanted. I think some of these would be perfect as well for Secret Santa. You know, when you're just buying like random stuff for people at the end of the year, like this one. This is exactly what you did not ask for. Then you're going to get, this is for you, but I wish it were mine. I hate presents, said no one ever. Well, this one covers all bases, doesn't it? Well, it's the thought that counts. And then finally, you've got warning. The contents of this package may be awesome. So 7 stamp sets, tag punch, 30 metres of jute twine. What are you thinking? Weren't thinking that, were you? £26.16 platinum members, $37.44, super useful. And again, that's just a small selection of stamps that we're giving you. Think about all the other stamps that you've got, or if you like to be able to sort of handwrite your own tags, you can. The point is, this is something that you will get back home and use time and time again. And we'll show you now, actually, with Michelle, just how easy it is to be able to create a tag for, well, any occasion, any present, really, isn't it?
It is. It's just a giant punch. I love this. I've been just creating tags at home for someone's beanie hats. So, no, not to, you know. Where's my little die? Where's it gone, my stamp? So my stamp in there, I'm going to use, this is exactly what you did not ask for.
Yes.
Obviously, you know, those aren't the ones that I've been putting on Ben's hats.
Ben's hats, did you say?
Yes, did you not know that?
What hats?
No.
How many hats have I got down there? Well, hang on. Keep me in the box. I'll change them as we demo. Come on. You just keep. You carry on. Here we go.
Right. So this is your alignment, and it's telling you exactly what you need to do. You need to cut a piece of card either 1.5, 2 or 2.5 inches. So I've just cut this piece right down now, and it's going to fit perfectly. And all you're going to do is you're going to push it right to the back. You're going to push it all the way in, and you're just going to punch down. And there you go. You have got your tag. So I'm going to bring in my...
You've given me a lot of hats. Keep going.
Bring in my glitter. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to push it all the way to the back, and we're just going to press down. And then I thought I'd got a piece a little bit wider because I'm going to do the 3 sizes, but never mind. So that's just the 2. Oh, there we go. Press that down. Oh, you see, now that went wonky because I'd not put it in properly. So let's try again. There we go. Perfect. So just pop that to the side. Move my mess. And then, so I've got my 3. See, you can see that even though that one's smaller, it still follows the same curve on there. It's still perfectly curved. So what I'm going to just do now is we're just going to stamp it up. So I'm going to use this. So I know I'm getting it exactly where I need to. I'm just going to pop that right in the middle. So obviously you can make these a lot longer. You can see that I've left these a lot longer. Oh, that's a double-ended one. So that's how you're going to make your bottle wraps, things like that. You're just going to stamp it or cut it out at each side. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to stamp that. So I'm just going to bring in my quick dry I needed. There we go. So my quick dry fuchsia I'm going to use for this.
Okay. Lots of people saying that punch works very easily, Susan. I think Susan's already got it. Punch works so easy, says Susan. Peg says, Gnome Ben. Talking about gnomes, you'll see some more in a minute. Gnome Ben, not no men. Gnome Ben. Gwen says, put long facial hair on Ben and he'll look like a gnome. Gnome Ben. Ben, great hats, says Mary. They're not my hats, they're Ben's hats. Michelle's Ben's hats. He's making hats, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
You need to get your Ben to do some red and white stripe hats for Where's Wally, says Panda Craft.
Yes. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm just bringing in my water reactive, and again, it's in the fuchsia. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to edge it up. That's it. I could go a bit further in if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Do I have a piece of ribbon? Oh, I do. Why is it? It's always the ribbon that disappears, nothing else, just the ribbon. So this is, yeah, no, but I've got this instead, so we'll use that instead. So I'm just going to cut this down, just so I've got a nice little border at the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to line that one up with there, and I'm just going to cut that so there's a nice border at the bottom of that one as well. And then just going to use this.
Sorry, there's giggling going on in the gallery. Is it?
There we go.
What? Erin?
So that is my little tag. It's a little bit wonky at the bottom. Let's just sort that out. You probably can't see it, but you know when you can see something, even though others can't. So that is my tag. And again, let me quickly put this box lid together for you.
Uh-huh.
I've gone from one extreme to the other. There was no boxes in my earlier show, and I think everything I've done in this one is a box,
crazy.
isn't it?
I've got a result on the demo of the show, by the way, which we'll do in a second. Oh, and then we'll get the demo of the day going as well. Of course, so much to do.
So before I put my box together this time, I'm going to put my mats and layers on the top. So this is that beautiful masquerade ball that I'm using for this.
That's available still, isn't it?
It is.
Did we have that this morning, or was that yesterday? Oh, that was this morning, was it? Masquerade ball with the luxury cardstock. Shop the day. It's coming up at the bottom of your screen. It is, here it comes. Raid ball paper pad, says there. 24 sheets of paper, 25 sheets of what? Who knows? Luxury card.
So just having my tag, I've got it, so you can have it free flowing if you want, but that is just my tag. They just add that extra element to your boxes. Again, I'll finish my box base off in a minute, but this is exactly what you didn't ask for. So that's what you do. You sort of buy yourself a gift, give it to someone who doesn't want it, and then they give you it back.
Love it.
Yeah.
The Michelle School of buying gifts for somebody. If you want to get that sentiment stamp and tag punch set, $26.16 or $37.30. Well, $37.44. The winner of the demo of the show. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. It was close. 3 came second. 2.
The builder scene. I love these.
So, demo of the day then. So, keep yours handy there, Michelle. So, here we go. So, demo of the day vote. What do you reckon? So, number 1 is this gorgeous card that Michelle made earlier on. This was actually made with the papers and the dies that you get from issue 4 of your Crafter's Inspiration magazine. So, that's 1. Number 2, I mean, this is an absolute stunner, right? Number 2 is the beautiful project that Michelle made with the ribbon threading dies and the Knitwit Kindly Thoughts collection. That's 2. Or number 3 is with Michelle. There you go. The beautiful card that she just made with the 3D scene builder set. So 1, 2, or 3. Get voting. You've got 5 minutes. Mary says, Showman Ben. Can you ski? Sensational Sky says, I'm sure Ben can ski. He is a man of many talents. I have skied, is all I will say. Am I any good at it? Yeah. Nah. Oh, right, we're going to do some previews now. Right, this calls for one of these bad boys. we're going to have a look at the Nature's Garden Gnomes collection. This launches on Thursday, and you are going to absolutely love this. If you love the original gnomes that we had at the back end of last year, then you will be snapping this up like it's going out of style. The paper pad is offthechartthebomb.com, to quote Sarah. You're going to get in the back all of these little scenes. So basically, you've got all of those different scenes. You've got your gnomes in the park, then gnomes in the countryside, gnomes they can go fishing and have a little barbecue. So you can cut all of those out to create all of those scenes, and then you're going to get a whole host of gorgeous papers once again. I mean, how stunning are the papers that you're seeing here? Absolutely gorgeous. This is the kind of thing that we want at this time of the year. Bright, bold, funky, funny, not mushroom for anything else on that sheet. But look at the beautiful stripes that you've got there. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's your stunning paper pad. I'll have to go fairly swiftly because I've got 2 more previews to do. But then on top of that, look at this beautiful embossing folder and stencil. So again, how amazing. That reminds me a little bit of, do you remember the Teletubbies?
Yes.
That's like the Teletubby land, yeah. But really cute, like gnome land that you can create, adding more depth and detail with the stencil which is included. Then on top of that, you've got a whole host of stamps and dies. So this set here allows you to be able to, yes, it is just legs and hands, but it allows you then to be able to cut this out and then pop your gnome character behind, because where are they? You've got all of these little different gnome characters. So once again here, you can see this little cute gnome here, and you can obviously then add, her costume. So you can change if you want stripes, if you want little leaves on there, you can do. If you want little spots and hearts on there, you can as well. And you can build her up. So she might be wearing sunglasses, doing the watering of the garden. She might be with her sunglasses on, having a burger. She might be with her glasses on, having a, what do you guys call it? A schnorr. Schmore. Or a snore. Then you've got the ability here to pop your little gnomes in the garden fishing. Collecting flowers, so Mr. Gnome here can collect flowers for Mrs. Gnome, and look at him, he's so cute. He can go fishing. He's got his shades. He can play the ukulele. Look, he's got barbecue utensils. This is not just the coolest thing, and there's his barbecue. He can also do his gardening as well. There, they're telling me to get a move on. You've got a caravan in there as well, which is just the most amazing thing ever. So you can take your gnomes camping, and they can stick the barbecue on. And then you've got a whole host of gnome stamps included as well. Home Sweet Gnome. There's Gnome One like you, and there's no place like Gnome. I mean, I've rushed through that, but you are going to absolutely love it. It launches on Thursday. It's going to fly out of the door. If you're not here Thursday for that, you are going to miss a trick. Also, let me show you. Say It With Style. This is launching on Monday of next week, the 23rd. And this is all about giving you the opportunity to create beautiful tags with a massive stamp set, right? Because what you get in here, I'll show you. There's literally so much. I haven't really got time, but you've got all of these different sentiments within this collection. You will get a binder to put all these in as well. I'll read off as I'm showing you the sentiments. You're going to get sentiment stamps, okay? So in different shapes and sizes. There's absolutely tons of them, over 125 elements. But you'll get all the card that you're seeing here. You'll get all of the card colours included as well, and all of the different sizes that you're getting here in different shapes. Those come in die form. So basically, you can stamp out all of these sentiments onto all of this beautiful cardstock, and then cut them out in the style that you want, whether you want it as a beautiful banner, whether you want it as like a scroll effect, whether you want it to be cut out onto a tag, whether you want it to be cut out onto, like a design here. There is literally so much. Those are the dies that are included within the set as well. So you choose your saying, you choose your die, cut it out in multiple styles, and then on top of all of that, as I've said, you're also going to get this amazing folder to keep everything in, and that folder includes things like your die storage wallet. You've got your magnetic panel included in there as well, a project pocket wallet. You're going to get card, as I said, included in there too, 50 pieces in there, baker's twine, card blanks, envelopes, stamp panels, and that binder. That's launching on Monday of next week. And then on top of all of that, you've got the brand new craft kit, Say It with Flowers. This is number 48, launching on Tuesday the 24th, so that is a week today, no less. And again, this one, as you would expect, is jam-packed with craftiness. You've got in there metal dies, 14 of those, plastic stencils, stamps, blanks of card, envelopes, assorted ribbon pearls, your coloured card pack, and your printed papers as well. So again, I've got to quickly rattle through this. So you've got stamps in there, you've got your templates, you've got your dies included in there too, and then you've got all of that gorgeous cardstock, textured cardstock. You've got your papers in there too, plus ribbons and gems. That's the quickest preview ever, but just to let you know that that is all coming up from Thursday for the gnomes and next week for the rest of those goodies. The votes are coming in. We've almost got the result. Coming up tomorrow, it's going to be me and Michelle once again. And if you thought today's been a hectic day, batten down the hatches tomorrow, because guess who's whizzing into town? Yeah, you've guessed it. Keith from Paper Dynamics. It's going to be crazy off the chart. He will be with us on Wake Up Call from 6 a.m. Eastern. And then between 2 and 5, we've got Masterclass, which is Kinetic Projects. And Keith will be sandwiched in there as well. So it's a 3-hour show. And then from 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern, Creative Cravings. And again, with an hour of Keith sandwiched into that show as well. Loads of you loving the hats. Pester Michelle for more details on those over on her socials. But Sensational Sky says today is the hottest day of the year and Ben is wearing a woolly hat. What a crazy guy. I really like this one actually. Suits, doesn't it? The demo of the day is... I'm not surprised. Number 2. Fantastic, well done. I reckon that could be the one that wins it this week.
Fingers crossed.
We shall see. Have you had a good day?
Sorry.
Sorry, she was looking longingly at the board.
I was just looking at the board to see how many stars everyone had, and I'm way behind.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, someday. Have you had a good day?
Yes, I have. Thank you.
Thank you for being awesome. And should we do it all over again tomorrow?
Yes, definitely.
We will be back tomorrow. Massive thank you to Michelle, who's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you to all the team. We've had everyone on the socials there, haven't we? Caitlin, we've had Chloe, we've had brilliant Radical Rachel with us as well. Thank you to Susie as well for being a great guest, and Laurie earlier on the Craft Along too. Thank you also to Tracy and Julia, who've been working very hard. Thank you also to Nicola, who was with us earlier. Also, thank you to Georgia the Joystick and Erin. I think that is everybody. If you've got items in your basket, make sure you get them checked out and have a brilliant rest of your Tuesday. Don't forget £10 Tuesday over on the website as well. Pick up those deals before midnight tonight. And don't forget also, Gemini season continues. I will see you tomorrow here with Michelle from 11 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern. Bye for now.